Hey team, here we are again. I'm at my house right now filming this, and I just want to thank you for leading and for many of you showing up last week. We probably had our highest attendance of people at Salivate, leaders at Salivate, and then all of you showed up for our Illuminate. And not only did you show up, I really believe that God showed up last Wednesday. We had a lot of decisions made, and if you have any stories from the experiences of students last Wednesday, I would love to hear them. So please just send me an email, send me a text. I'd love to hear kind of the positive fallout of that. Now, we're in spring break right now, so we don't have youth this Wednesday, but we do have Plan to Protect training, and this is required training for all of our leaders. We're doing it from 6:30 to 8:30 at the church at Beulah West Campus, and I really like to see you all there. And I just want to stress the importance of it. Sometimes when people think of Plan to Protect, or often when we use the words Plan to Protect or Abuse Prevention Plan, it's kind of used as a negative thing, like, oh, we can't do that because of Plan to Protect. We can't do a sleepover because of the Plan to Protect, or we can't drive a student alone in a car because of Plan to Protect. I want you to change your mindset on our Plan to Protect, because that is true. We can't do those things because we have this in place. But the reason we have it in place is for a Plan to Protect. It's for abuse prevention planning. Let me share you an example. I grew up in an Alliance church. As you guys know, you've heard my story. And I often went to Bible camp every summer. And there's one of my friends who I was with. He was a couple years older than me. And he often was a leader at the Bible camp I was at. He was a youth leader back in the days when InterVarsity was big in the universities. He was an InterVarsity leader. He got a job half-time as a youth pastor in a Pentecostal church. Him and I would meet together regularly. We would be on his living room floor on our knees praying for students, both for camp and for youth, and we do joint events together. And this guy, everybody looked up to him. Everybody said, wow, this is youth ministry in Thunder Bay, Ontario. This guy right here, he embodies it. Now the problem was everyone looked up to him, but he really didn't look up to anybody. And underneath his life, there was a secret life. And one day, I went to university for 2 years with this guy, and we served in camp ministry and youth ministry for many years together. And then I went off to Bible college, and one day, while I was in the middle of trying to cram some papers, I got a call at like 11 o'clock or midnight at night, and it was this friend of mine. And he said, Joel, you're gonna hear some stories, and they're all gonna be true. And he began to explain to me how he was being basically charged with counts of molesting young boys. And when it all came out, there was about 20 plus counts. And he actually got jail time, 2 years less a day. 2 years less a day means he didn't go to federal pen. But this was the reality of not having an abuse prevention plan and not actually having some accountability for this guy. Now, I had no clue. He was one of my best friends, and nobody else had a clue either. It kind of hit us like a ton of bricks. So this is why we put an abuse prevention plan in place. Number one, it protects our students. We do not want our students to suffer from emotional, physical, or sexual abuse. And so that's why we put it in place. Number two, it actually protects our leaders. It protects you. Because we can look back and go, yes, we went through these steps, and if abuse actually happens in our ministry, we can say, these leaders, this is what we did, and this is how we protected. And it also protects our youth ministry as a whole. So if there's actually an event of abuse, we can say, here are the processes. We did the police checks, we had these guidelines set in place, and our leaders adhered to them. And so we did our best to prevent abuse. So I just want to encourage you, Plan to Protect is a good thing. You need to come out to our training event this Wednesday, tomorrow, and just want to see you there and take in the training. If you can't make it, let me know. We're going to try and work out some other times and other places, but we'd just love to see you there. So thanks for your time. I just want to remind you again, if you have any positive things from last Wednesday, some conversations with the other students, some commitments made, would love to hear that. So email me or text me. Thank you. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.